Arsenal just £20 million away from signing second player of Mikel Arteta's top three target. Cesare Konsa remains one of Arsenal's top summer transfer targets, but Aston Villa are holding firm on their valuation that the Gunners are still some way off meeting. Arsenal will need to increase their £40 million Cesare Konsa valuation by 50% to meet Aston Villa's asking price. Left wing, central midfield, and defense were identified as the positions in need of being strengthened, with Konsa the priority target for the latter. Bruno Guimaraes and Vinicius Jr. were at the very top of the Gunners' shortlist in the other two roles. While the Real Madrid star opted to stay in the Spanish capital by agreeing a new contract, Guimaraes has since joined from Newcastle United in a £75 million deal. In order to have a chance of making it 2 from 3, Arsenal will need to reach Villa's £60 million valuation, as they are currently only willing to pay closer to £40 million, according to The Athletic. A proposal from Emirates Stadium was lodged with Villa earlier this summer, but fell insultingly below their financial demands. Konsa played in every England game at the World Cup after making 48 appearances in all competitions last season. He is capable of playing in the center of defense and at right back, with his versatility important for Arteta given injuries to Jurgen Timber and William Saliba. Como centre-back Jacobo Ramon and Tottenham captain Christian Romero have also been linked, while Jules Kounde is the latest defensive option to emerge as a target. Sport have claimed that the Gunners are monitoring his situation and are prepared to make an offer if it looks like he will be leaving the Camp Nou. Hansi Flick is looking to complete a rebuild in defense, with Ronald Araujo already sealing a loan move to Liverpool, who are covering the entirety of his salary, and further funds are required which could come from a Kounde exit. Arsenal seemingly have clear and quality alternatives to Konsa, but the same cannot be said about other options in attack following Vinicius Jr.'s decision to turn down a transfer. Bradley Barcola has been loosely linked, but prefers a move to Liverpool if he were to depart Paris Saint-Germain. Kenan Yildiz of Juventus appears to be back on the club's radar, while Marcus Rashford continues to be an option while his Manchester United future remains uncertain. Exits in attack are expected, with Gabriel Jesus edging closer to joining Napoli as the Serie A side looks set to sell Romelu Lukaku to Fenerbahce. Gabriel Martinelli has also emerged as a target for their Turkish rivals Galatasaray, with negotiations having taken place over a potential fee, as Football London understands, but a move would only be sanctioned if a replacement is set to join. Arsenal could also bolster their transfer budget with the sale of Miles Lewis-Skelly, who Football London understands has been offered to both Chelsea and Manchester United. Aston Villa struggling to hold on to their World Cup stars has become something of a theme of this transfer window. And off we go again, with Arsenal stepping up their interest in Cesare Konsa. The Daily Mail reports that the Premier League champions, having had a bid for the England defender rebuffed last month, are coming back with a bigger offer for Konsa, who Villa value at £60 million minimum. Meanwhile, Villa are trying to nail down a £14 million deal for Atletico Madrid's Italian left-back Matteo Ruggeri. Liverpool are looking for defensive reinforcements and could swoop for the Real Madrid centre-back Raul Asensio. The 23-year-old has been told he can leave the Bernabeu, and various Mr. 15s have approached Liverpool about a move, reports Team Talk. Also on Andoni Iraola's radar is the teenage Paris Saint-Germain winger Ibrahim Mbe. The 18-year-old, who scored a stunning goal for Senegal against France at the World Cup, is believed to be keen on a move to Anfield. Across the city, Everton like the cut of Alistair Johnston's jib, and the Celtic and Canada fullback fancies a switch to the Premier League, according to The Scotsman, which reports that David Moyes and Martin O'Neill have already had a chinwag about a possible deal. It's all happening in Turkey. Mohamed Salah, whose arrival at Trabzonspor on Wednesday brought fans into the streets, could be joined by his old mate Darwin Núñez as the Turkish club prepare to party like it's 2023. The Uruguayan striker has struggled since joining El Hilal in the Saudi Pro League last year, and would be available on a free. Elsewhere, Fenerbahce have been linked with the move, most likely on loan, for Real Madrid's Endrick. Fiorentina and Roma have also shown interest in the Brazil forward, who was on loan at Lyon last season, but Fenerbahce reportedly fancy their chances of adding young Endrick to a Maverick squad that contains veterans Nathan Ake, N'Golo Kante, and Marco Asensio. After another summer of high-profile exits, Newcastle could do with some incomings, and Football Insider reckons a bid for the Tottenham midfielder Lucas Bergvall is on the cards, though Nottingham Forest are also making eyes at the Swede. Down in West London, Fulham are eyeing up a deal for Southampton's Northern Ireland midfielder Shay Charles, who Saints value at £30 million.